The score is 11 points to Viper and 11 to MBL as well, so currently tied. This could be a tie if Viper loses this final game. I don't know what we'll have to do. Should we have them play off? I'm not sure how we determine the winner there.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, I'm being told from Zero Empires that we'll be playing rock, paper, scissors.
No, I'm kidding.
He's kidding, yes, of course. We'll see what happens. There's going to have to be some kind of tiebreaker, but potentially the option for a draw here. But that does depend on Viper winning this final game versus Liereyy.
And oh, well, we are back apparently. Not 100% sure if you can hear us, guys. So Robo, let's quickly take a look at this overall scoreboard again.
Okay, so this is actually going to be a very, very intense game because both the Viper and MBL are tied on 11 points with 1 game remaining. TaToH and Liereyy are tied on 6 points each, falling behind. So basically, this is a must-win for Viper if he wants first. And if Liereyy manages to win it, he secures a drawn win for his teammate MBL.
Yeah, draw. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not 100% sure if they can hear us, but, well, let's just go with it, I'd say. And, well, I have the Viper going for the ball around here. And, well, let's take a look over our map. A lot of wood here. People really enjoyed that forest. Nothing spam as well. And open gold spots here at the front. Castle not too well protecting too much. Not a lot of wood here for Liereyy. What do you think overall about the maps?
The map's like, obviously, this favors the Viper heavily. Like a small little wall on the north side, maybe with his blacksmith and his market, secures this entire area at the back for extra space for booming. TC up on this hill, maybe. It's so easy for him, I think.
Is that a spot for a TC?
I think if you delete these walls here, you can place one.
Ah, yeah, here,
spot.
this spot. Yeah, okay,
right
okay.
there.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas for Liereyy, like, obviously, there's basically no options for him. He has to TC his front gold, I think, and then possibly the wood line to the south, or maybe one of the outside wood lines.
Yeah, it's not really pretty. Hill in the center kind of feels important, more important for Liereyy most likely. If he loses control over that, it's looking pretty bad for him. This hill could be quite important as well with the gold spot. So this center area becomes really, really important for sure.
Of course it does, but is it going to be important in the in the Castle Age? In a Franks War? Probably not. I guess there's a possibility of there being some sort of Monk Siege push, but in all likelihood, I don't think there's going to be much happening in this game.
I don't think so either. See,
boom for Castle, go up to Imp some Sage, and probably go Hell throwing Axeman maybe?
Yeah, that's the big question. Like, what is the army composition going to be, right? Paladins, not too efficient in the 1v1 because, well, gold is running out at some point. Axemen could be quite nice. Halberdiers and front there. I think maybe Axeman Siege.
Axeman Siege? Okay, okay. Do you think it's likely that we'll see any Axemen in the Castle Age just to try to do some raiding?
I think the range is just too small. Only 4 range. Yeah. You cannot really upgrade that. And yeah, I think you're just sacrificing too much of Nico. Range is?
Trying to see it. Range is 3 until you get bearded axe, actually.
Okay.
So they are entirely useless for raiding.
Yeah, yeah.
Until forever.
They
until there's a hole in the wall.
Even attack those berries from over here.
No, can't even get them. They can maybe go in and kill some of the towers, maybe.
Okay, let's take a look. Viper, he might go for the cuddly move again here. King to king.
Oh,
no.
If this king goes in here, Viper could maybe try to wall him in.
Could he finish this off? Is there a villager around?
Not nearby, but
those villagers could just go over here, triple gate, and the game would be over.
I would try it, to be honest.
Like, I think so as well.
If you've seen it,
he could finish that game.
Easily. Just a couple of gates and it's done.
Oh,
or if you could get out here, he could have done some walls around the stone.
Yeah, but then the villager distance was long. Oh god, I think I would have tried it.
Yeah, for sure.
But maybe he's just a man of the people and wanted to give them a quote-unquote real last game of this EscapeTV launch event.
Are you implying that some of these games aren't real?
If he wins it in 6 minutes, some people would have gone mad. Like, I wanted to see Liereyy and Viper play a serious game.
Well, I would say it's perfectly serious. He just misplayed.
Okay.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Walking into a corner like that behind the enemy base while being seen.
Yeah, that's not clever.
If you die like that, that's just your own fault, to be honest.
You played 6 minutes to die like this.
Exactly.
Like that he isn't finishing those farms, wants to get the farmer bonus, so he probably will only jump on those and cast later. I wanted to say, but now I can see a waypoint. And, well, still a lot of scouting going on. 10-17 timing here for Liereyy. Viper with 10-22. Same amount of villagers. Should be pretty mirror. I expect 2 extra TCs from both players. 4 on gold for Liereyy. Viper, is he staying with 4 on gold? Yes, he is.
I think it's quite common to stay with the 4 on gold, simply because you can use it to buy resources if you need it. And if something happens unexpectedly, maybe like some siege push and monks, you know, you've got that gold in the bank just in case.
But siege monk push shouldn't really happen if you still have the king around and also...
And it looks like Viper's playing tag with the scout at this
Well,
point.
he's just doing free damage, right? He can never die if he continues watching.
Probably. I don't see how, but he's doing something. Kind of debate. Do you think petards and throwing axemen could be a thing? Like, this king, it's far forward. Yeah, there's a castle nearby, but if he doesn't pay attention, we might get a repeat.
I honestly, like, the preemptive move that you should do is always already put the waypoint into the castle. So the moment the tower dies, the king instantly moves out.
Instantly goes there. That would be a very good plan.
Advanced move by Nili.
Yep. Very advanced.
Uh-oh. Robo. Look at this boy.
Whew. Siege monk push, maybe? You know, I feel you'd send more than one villager forward, so you can make multiple buildings at once.
Yeah, 2 is more intuitive.
Right. And especially he's still only got the 4 on gold, so he can't really afford too much. Maybe a tower on the gold, but there's a gate there, which gives lots of line of sight. I'm kind of confused.
Viper's building 2, only wood TCs, doesn't really have a lot of intel. Has his scout in the back. Sees those 2 stone spots, saw that 50 stone was collected. And, well, should know that he's playing against a boom most likely as well. But, actually that's not true.
No, just the 1 forward siege workshop at this point. The problem is, I really don't like Liereyy deleting these walls in the back of his base. Like, I know that there's only the scout cab around, but it is a Frankish scout that has extra HP. It could run in there, try to snipe some villagers that don't have loom, maybe snipe some farms when they're at, 1 HP. Could be unnecessary danger at this point, because he doesn't need the farming space. The mill is right next to the TC.
Robo, you're becoming a really professional caster.
Thank you.
Just having weird concerns about super unrealistic scenarios.
That's exactly what T90 does. That's why
yeah,
I'm so
I
good.
know. That's what I'm saying.
It's good. I'm learning.
Okay, so where's the Magna shot going to be? Liereyy, he knows about the gold here at the right-hand
I think
side.
it has to be the gold. I don't think he could range these villagers on wood. I think they are too far away.
He can reach.
No, the gold villas, yes.
Okay,
the wood line,
yeah.
I don't think he can get the wood
Yeah,
line.
the other option is just to maybe go... What do you think about, like, 6 Mangono?
Try to get the tower in one shot and
Yeah.
then kill the king.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a full madness. Oh, no, you shouldn't show that. Liereyy. Okay, tries to go for the kill. Monk trying to go for some healing. And he's successful with
that
that.
just sounds super risky. Just going for that many mangonels that could be denied simply by the king ungarrisoning.
That's how my brain works.
And you say that I'm the one making silly comments.
Yes. Well, we are a good
Oh,
duo.
and
Oh,
why
nice ground attack here. 2 HP. Can he get home? No conversion. Will start trying to go home. Let's take a look. Join the group here. Monk will go down.
Ooh,
And could go for the
that was well done.
scout. No, he won't. And King instantly jumps into the castle. So we
Yeah.
won't see him dying here. Goes.
Oh, the
Into that
attack
tower.
round. Attack round on that scout. Very nice.
Monastery now for Liereyy. Villager count 3 more for the snake, who is adding a defensive siege workshop. Eco pretty climbed up, now goes for loom.
The problem is that he doesn't have any gold access, and he just lost a villager on his gold to the mangonels.
Oh boy.
They're both out the front there. In theory, he could get to the one near the 2 towers. It's somewhat protected, but like
Well, not
mangonels-
really, right?
Well, the mangonels have to walk a long way to get there, right? To
Do
get
they?
around the other side so that they're out of
They
range of
don't
towers.
need to run around the forest. They can just squeeze through here.
Could be. Like a couple of throwing axemen maybe, if he's not paying attention, getting close, kill it down quickly.
Yeah, true.
Could be an option.
Okay, so when is the spot for Liereyy to go for T3 number 3? It feels like it could make some sense. We kind of expected it to be close to the main gold spot, right?
I would think so. Like either on the main gold or possibly deleting part of the wall and being on the gold on the outside. But I would expect he's probably going to wait another minute or two, keep massing these mangonels, keep making some more monks, and try to make a little bit more damage first. And I say that, and he instantly drops the TC on his main gold.
Okay.
So that shows what I know.
3 more villagers now for Liereyy. We didn't mention relic positioning. Look at that. Like a...
3 of them in the south there.
Yeah. Some behind Liereyy and 1 at the top. So he could go for a lot of control. I think I don't even want to see him getting the relics to the front monastery. Maybe build one in the back and try to play the long game there. Now we see the Mangonel dance. Looks like a good one. Okay, full shot.
Close, close. The thing is, I question, why was Viper killing the palisade wall here? I mean, sorry, the stone wall here. Because of the castle in the way, you can't really go into their base without being killed by the castle.
Don't really know. I think attacking the right-hand side could have made a lot sense as well.
Yeah.
Simply to pressure in the long run. Yeah, he can easily re-wall, but just gaining 3-4 more tiles there could be pretty good.
But what are these farms from Liereyy? He's making a meal outside his base to place farms. Like, why not do it on the inside of his, well, in quotation marks, the inside of his base near the tower or something?
Yeah, there's no real inside after he opened the left-hand side here, right?
Yeah, but like you could always just re-roll the other side near the stone, okay? Like, it's more protected on the left than on the right out here.
And he's going to collect all the tracks to the right-hand side. I think this kind of has to be a pretty early imp. With an aggressive castle here, trying to pressure that area.
The
The gold spots.
taking fire from the castle. Oh. And the villager just survives on 2 HP as well.
How did he do that?
That was just a bit of a misplay there.
Okay, Mangonel now moving out.
The sneaky fletching from Viper giving him plus on range that Liereyy clearly didn't expect.
Interesting. What is that Mangonel up to? Simply one shot against the monk?
I don't think it's going to catch up though until the monk comes back the other way with the relic.
Let's take a look. What does the Viper see? Botkin arrow now even for him. No upgrade on his towers. Goes for some more repair.
Possibly a shot.
Oh god, from the other side. And what is that? A weird house. I hate that house.
The villager still survives on
I have no idea how. Okay. And that Mangonel, I want to see how he out-micros both of them. Okay. Shooting there, shooting here, shooting there, dodging that. Dodging here, killing there. Oop, 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 oop. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know where the Mangonel is. Here. Okay, gone. Where is it? Oh, hi.
It's just wandering away, taking hits from the tower. No.
Oh,
there it goes.
Oh. Feels Mangonel, man.
Feels Mangonel, man. Feels man.
Feels man? Man?
Feels
Mang. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Viper's back on his main gold. Liereyy didn't leave any units there to keep harassing it, and now Viper's trying to get that gold in, set up his economy.
I don't know how he managed to get that one up.
Oh, God. Nearly. This is a good castle and TC from the Viper, but the problem is that Lierey's getting awfully close to clicking up to him. He's got a lot of food, he just needs to sell a little bit for gold and he should be up.
Oh yeah, some wood as well as an option. He's selling 300 food, 100 wood, and is clicking up with 2 more villagers as well. Monk.
Viper's mangonels. Trying to get the monk.
Oh, feels monk man.
Feels monk man. And this other one carrying the relic.
Oh, feels second monk man.
Second monk man. Shoot. It's on the hill though, so
Dodge,
probably
dodge.
going to need 2 shots.
Kiss
No,
him.
you're too close to shoot
Oh,
now.
yeah, maybe that's good.
Oh,
He
now
needs to
you
be
know where
close.
it's going
No,
between
go.
the houses. No, that's the wrong
Oh my god!
Where are you going?
Oh, run! Drop off, touchdown!
No.
It's football season! Way!
To the end zone. And out comes a mangonel. Whoa.
Okay, protector of monks.
Oh.
Okay, or not. Short protector of monks.
Short attempts. Oh, but there is one other mangonel nearby, slowly making his way over. But the monk's about to die. Monk's going to take one to the back of the head, and he goes down.
Bop. And, well, we spoke a lot about army composition. At the moment, it feels Liereyy is just going mass halberdier and Viper just pushing with the castles. And that will be X-Men pretty soon. Yeah, his imp timing will be later, but I just feel in the long run, army composition from the Viper should be better.
I think the problem here is that if Liereyy does just go full help, I think Castle Age Axemen can probably defend relatively well if there isn't any siege behind them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just like pure help.
Oh! Oh!
This villager?
Potentially good team play here with the two mangonels. Let's take a look.
Almost. Get him! Get him! Still going.
Robo! Professional casting!
Professional. Just say random words.
Die!
Is he going to get the mangonel?
No!
Oh, look at the dodge. Oh, and then this one knight comes in to ruin the day.
Good that I'm doing this for a living. Okay.
That knight just too easy. Two easy kills though.
Okay, Harvard attack now over here. We want to see some traps out and university around. Maybe bombard cannons could be an option. And I think bombard cannon halberdier not too bad unless we get onto the big numbers with the X-Men and the big splits.
I think so. Like, he has to make some sort of siege unit at this point. I guess the trebuchets is okay for the time being. Oops. That's the wrong button.
Hello, Robo.
But I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do from this point, though. He can't really push quickly with his army of helbs and one single trebuchet. Because Viper can just make castles, stall, force him to take them down before he does any damage, and then get up Imperial Age himself. With a slightly stronger economy and presumably going into a stronger unit composition.
Yeah, hand cannoneers.
Hand cannoneers and probably throwing axemen as well, just for additional units.
I think if you're attacking hand cannoneers, you don't even need those axemen. I think he's just buying some time with all those castles. I think he'd only go for axemen if he felt he needs to defend ASAP. But for now, he will just accept the castle dying. Will even repair a bit. Remember, for Franks, that's even cheaper.
Yep, that's true. To be honest, we've got Ram coming in to get these two mangonels on the right. Not
with
really
that
keen.
mangonel team play. Look at that ground attack here. And ground attack.
Where did the knight go? There was a knight here a minute ago.
No,
he's coming in to save the day, but he's
okay, let's
a
take a
little
look.
bit too late.
Ground attack against the knight.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Is he going to auto attack and kill his own mangonels?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Huh?
Where's he going? It
Okay.
looks like he's going to get the mangonels.
I think so. Let's go for double kill.
Ooh.
Oh, yo. Low HP. 30 and 25.
Like, the main reason I suggested making some throwing action is simply because you have to wait like 3 minutes for chemistry to finish researching. So
But is he needing units at the moment? Look at that. Liereyy already decided to lose all his halberdiers without even seeing X-Men.
okay, well, you can't expect that sort of a misplay to happen regularly.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising to me as well. Oh, microing back that villager so that the castle can fire again, but it's just focusing down the siege workshop. Okay, now clearing that up, and now we can see he's adding some X-Men, trying to buy himself some more time. We'll have 5 more villagers. I think this is somewhat even in a lot of regards. I only like the army composition a bit better for the Viper.
In theory, it should be better. Like, Lierey's going to need to add in something like onagers or bombard cannons to try to counter hand cannons. And I guess he's got the one siege workshop. He's making a bombard cannon, but is one going to be enough? And switching to hand cannons himself is obviously a good thing, but
Yeah.
he's only got 1 archery range at this point, as far as I can tell.
Okay, well, we should see more bombard cannons from him for sure. We're going for 1 now. Adds more barracks.
But
I think this is the spot where Liereyy just should randomly send halberdiers out to get some intel. Because he has no idea what the Viper is going for. No idea about the army composition. Viper could just toy with him. Viper could even have a cavalier switch at the moment.
Would you really switch into cavaliers when your opponent's doing full help?
No.
So
But that's what I want to say. Liereyy has no idea. Yeah, he can assume that it's something else, but why would you just go for more halberdiers? Right, because he's actually adding more barracks.
well, adding more barracks is probably questionable, but I don't see a problem making some number of halberdiers simply to have a mass of units. Right? Having 2 halberdiers is better than having nothing.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe you could use the market, but you don't have guilds as Franks. What I really want to see is maybe some more aggression at the right-hand side. He knows that he can raid the wood and the gold over here. And I also want to see him move the relics a bit more.
Yeah, I think getting the relics safely home is probably the biggest thing at this point. In the middle, he's slowly pushing through these buildings, but these are all inconsequential buildings. Like, oh, I lost an archery range. Well, you know, you just make another one. That doesn't really cost that much. And Viper, he's got a 4th TC, actually, on this extra gold just north of where the fighting's happening. So his economy is in a pretty solid position.
Okay.
Like, this doesn't worry him at all. He's just making buildings at home and just massing up.
4 traps also for Liereyy out here, so he will pressure that area quite nicely.
Oh boy.
Still knows about all
Some
this gold.
halberdiers have got into the back of Viper's base.
Oh, how did that happen?
I think a villager opened the gate somehow. Now the halberdiers are inside. Now they're going back outside to kill the ram.
Yeah, but I think X-Men will deal with that eventually. We have a big engagement here in the center. Let's take a look. X-Men there coming in, trying to focus down that bombard cannon, trying to run back. And Henkinis, they are doing a great job here. Suddenly, Liereyy with better army composition because Viper never really got onto his hand cannon switch.
Oh, he's not really doing anything except trash at this point. Maybe he's conserving gold for a cavalier switch later in the game and hoping to just stall with trash and take efficient trades.
I think he simply didn't have enough gold control. Right-hand side getting raided, the other 2 gold spots very open.
That's
he just
true.
wanted to go for some tags. I think he never really had the option.
Yeah, maybe just simply can't afford to do anything other than trash at this point.
Adding 3 more archer ranges in the back, his production really not that great. And he said, yeah, it's kind of cheap to rebuild those archer ranges, but he needs to rebuild those. And at the moment, especially without Bracer, those skirmishes, not too scary.
Well, Frank skirmishes don't get skirmishes, that's why they aren't that good. But wow, this is a lot of hand cannons coming in.
What a scary army indeed. Military count 60 to 26 here. Still the full gold control, 4 relics to only 1. Some not the greatest farms here at the other side. Some extra stone spots here at the top. Viper's trying to boom away, but how can he stop the frontal attack?
At this point, he just needs to try to stall out.
The king is at the front here as well. The king is at the
really?
tower.
Oh no.
He might be defeated by losing the king.
That could be horrible. No, he's realized that king is making a run for it.
Okay.
Oh, Liereyy is going to do the cavalier switch.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that as well. I think he will... Oh, I wanted to say he goes for light cav. It's a bit more gold efficient, but the bloodline is not the sickest thing ever as well. Yeah, you have some more HP being the Franks, but cavaliers surely a strong choice. Also some raids here at the top.
Well, the problem here is that the Viper really doesn't have any barracks whatsoever. So, in theory, making knights is a bad idea. Cavaliers soon to be. In this case, it's actually brilliant. There's no real way for Viper to easily counter this and get out a number of helps to defend quickly.
How many barracks does he have? I see 1, and well, that makes 2 overall. That's not a lot.
There's actually there's 1/3 one far to the left.
Okay, and we have chivalry, so the production is getting really out of hand here. Now the monastery at the front dying as well. At the moment, 4-2 non-relics, I wanted to say, but actually the Viper trying to catch,
Steal those relics back, basically. He wants them for himself.
population still somewhat okay for the snake, but it's just weak population as well, right?
Sure.
Some of them idle, a lot of them trash, and bombard cannons, traps. Look at how he's steamrolling through.
I think at this point the main benefit he has is that his units are slightly more upgraded. His hand cannons have plus reduced armor, and skirmishers are fairly decent at countering most of Lierey's army until the cavaliers get here.
Oh man, and if Viper was to lose this game, that means he is tying with MBL and Liereyy is overtaking TaToH for spot number 3. So a lot on the line for both players. That's why we still have them fighting. And populations, they're surprisingly close.
It's still in there. Especially the villager count is, I think, key at this point. Especially when you're making trash, you want to have a lot of villagers working so you can keep replacing your weak units when they die. But, ooh, these cavaliers are coming in. And I can only see about 2 halberdiers on my screen.
Oh yeah, that's not a lot. And, well, the Viper just felt like, okay, I'm holding this. Let's open the gate and let's attack. Oh no, let's go back.
Run away, back to the hill.
Oh.
I wonder, is Liereyy going to send villagers forward soon to try to take Viper's gold? And by the way, one of these gold mines only has 0 gold.
You can't tell me.
It's got 0 gold, but it's there.
Where is Cision? Cision! We have, like,
We've got a
you
bug
need to
here
fix something. Ballistics! Casual 40-minute timing here. And, well, those traps were kind of ambitious.
Which of Lierey's units are affected by ballistics?
Towers. And castles.
Of course, yes. Yeah, the buildings that aren't doing anything whatsoever.
What? No limits. Liereyy now attacking into these skirmishers. That's why he's going for ballistics. Clever choice.
Makes sense.
some more engagement here. Halberdiers obviously kind of efficient, and as I said earlier on, Paladins not really the greatest unit because they can be countered so easily by all the Halberdiers, but if there are no Halberdiers left, those Cavaliers obviously becoming extremely strong.
Definitely, definitely. And on the south, Viper's making a castle to secure these relics.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I guess the main gold as well. Try it again to the back in the game, make sure he can't lose gold control for a short time, and get his army going.
You think this constant fighting for Viper is so good? He's still lacking +4 even. I think he should try to group up a bit more, yeah, except that he's getting raided at the top. But just getting onto a strong army again should be his main focus.
I think that's probably a wise decision. He has this nice hill in his base where the archery is sitting. He'll sort of camp up there, maybe camp the hill near his woodline if he has to, and just stall out, get some numbers. It's tough though, because there are a lot of Cavaliers in the north, and all the woodline in the very north of the map.
Did we just in the last minute witness 3 traps and 2 bombard cannons going down, and suddenly the Viper being ahead in population? What is this?
It's just, I don't know.
Robo, what is happening here?
The game is just churning around. Like, he's losing a lot of villagers at the same time, though. So, it's questionable about who's actually in the better position at this point.
Going back for gold, he's adding another castle here in the south as well. We'll get onto that gold spot. Still expanded in the north. Is Viper playing this so much better? What is happening?
I don't understand. Like, his plays, like, they don't seem logical when you look at them one by one. But what he's doing in, like, a whole macro sense of the entire game seems to be working out for him.
Seems to be working out indeed.
Clearly.
He's still 10 population behind, but now has 3 relics working for him. Has the 4th one in his base, so suddenly he will be ahead. Now it's preparing the switch into some cavalry for himself.
Oh, but there's another raid coming in for Liereyy. Just going to run straight past these helbs. Try to raid the farm.
Age of Gate Pyres.
Gates.
Age of Gate Pyres. Oh, boy. But that's only Palisade Gates. I think he needs Stone Gates, and that's what he's doing. Oh, boy. And can you get something behind? No. But that was a lot of damage here. Buying himself some more time. And, well, that just means more Halberdiers can be produced in the back and giving him a nice warning for sure.
And just gives him time to garrison the TCs, minimize the losses to the vills, maybe make some quick walls at home if he needs to.
Could maybe wall something more to the right-hand side. The king? Where is the king?
He's in the north tower.
Okay, no, here. Yeah.
TC.
Okay. Some raids at the main gold spot, but now some conversions here will easily stop that. Beautiful move. Some more attacks through the center. Both players kind of stabilizing at top 170. And because games like these, we didn't want to see the king die at 6 minutes.
Well, it still would have been a highlight game, but a different sort of highlight.
Okay. We would have been robbed of a lot of pun potential.
Well, you would have for sure.
We, as the worldwide Age of Empires community that enjoys my puns.
I'm sorry, there are people who enjoy your puns?
Yes.
Other than yourself?
No.
No. Yes, that's what I thought. Oh, but Viper's coming through the back of Leary's base. There's a 1-tile hole where he thought he was fully walled. Ooh, losing some villagers on farms, and all these villagers just went idle are going to instantly die, so...
Okay.
Could be worse, I guess. They weren't working anyway.
Okay, so let's take a look here. We have some attack against that castle. Viper not defending against that too well. He's just killing so many villagers at the moment. There he's going down to double digits here. Let's take a look. Halberdier raid at the very right-hand side as well.
I'm not sure if Viper can easily defend this quickly. He doesn't really have any army at the back of his base. There's some coming through now, but they are only helms. They don't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's so true. He did arson, tries to go for something, but well, those Cavaliers, they are really wrecking everywhere.
It's, it's so strange. Like, you got 3 Cavaliers doing so much more damage than about 15 Halberdiers.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, but that's just unprotected villagers compared to Halberdiers running into a TC as well, right?
Well, true.
But yeah, they surely got some kills in here. Only 90 villagers here for Liereyy, who was just sitting at a strong 120, even trying to rebuild some. The castle, well, still under some danger. We will see a lot of army still wasted here. He's continuing to repair, but, well, 1 trap kind of working away.
Yeah, I don't think that castle is going to survive. But I think at this point, Viper's mostly happy just to stall this out, prevent Liereyy from taking this gold, or just, raiding around the other side of the map, clearing out his base, taking control of the goal in the front of his map, securing the relics, and just preparing a big offensive soon, I think.
Yeah, I think time is in his favor now, right? He's getting back onto his gold spots. He has 4 relics against 1. He knows he has the better eco, so maybe even market abuse could be nice. He is raiding quite a lot of the wood spots. Look at Liereyy. He might be running out of wood, are we? Oh, we didn't mention that. Liereyy, he's not really getting wood anywhere. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Age of Gate Pyres. Oh, what a beautiful gate.
One of the gates only had 17 HP for a second there, so
Yeah,
Viper could have tried to break in.
It was the furthest away, though.
Yes, it was the furthest away.
Okay, repairing the castle, bought 300 stone for himself. Hand cannoneers trying to move over here. And those cavaliers, can they get the kill against that trap? I don't see gates coming over here. Now Halberdiers trying to go in there. I think he shouldn't really patrol, but right click that. Oh no, the trap.
Hidden behind the castle.
Yeah, good job here. And Viper, let's take a look. Does he continue buying stone? It looks like it. Oh no, he's just at full HP. Wow, what a wild game.
Just keep on going. Keep going. Viper's villager lead, though, is, I think, quite... 44 villages ahead now. He's also got roughly even military, so I feel like if he just keeps this game lasting, keeps pushing in, keeps the raids happening, he's going to be in a powerful position.
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay.
Okay. That trap kind of unprotected now. I'm not really sure how much damage a hand cannoneer is doing against a trap. It should be something between 1 and 1. And so that will take some time. The gate actually finished in the back, so the trap can crawl back home. And so many raids here. Pop 190 against Pop 140. But that's mainly villagers, military count, as you mentioned. Somewhat even Liereyy. When was his last efficient raid? You're super annoying if you do that, Robo.
Oh, I apologize. I will try not to do that in the future.
Okay.
Okay, Lierey's trying to come in some light cabs at the back of Viper's base, but he might just finish these walls in time to keep them out. Looks like he has. So if he get a couple of ill kills and then run back around the front of his map. Otherwise, there's not much happening at this point in time. Like, there's some raids coming in and out, some trebuchets dying here and there, but no big fights happening. The game sort of just slowed down. Players are just, I guess, taking a break. And
Yes,
getting ready.
Sometimes you need to take a breath if intense stuff is happening. We still have some raids though, and well, the castle is just so well positioned here for Viper and the one in the back as well. Halberdiers now being quite efficient against the light tab as well. Husbandry quite late for the Viper, and that trap, look at that, we're just already prepared to instantly repair.
Or maybe an extra gates.
No, they are preparing for
repair. They're preparing for the repair. Fair enough. At this point, should you not just kill the castle? There's so little HP left on it anyway. Instead of going for the trebuchet.
Yeah, potentially. Well, he will always get the castle. Maybe he also wants to get the trap. Right? Because there's not even repair coming in, so it's kind of still the potential to do damage against the trap of Liereyy.
Okay, so just save the castle for later.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a dessert.
Dessert. Oh, okay.
Ah,
It's a very big, blocky dessert, but
yeah,
I could give it a nibble maybe.
Doesn't go down the throat too easily.
Depends on whose castle it is.
Exactly.
Sorry, MBL's castle with the grass on it? Maybe.
MBL's castle with the grass on it?
Yeah, grass on his castle. Yeah. When he drew a castle?
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Straight over my head.
Okay, Pop 200 against 160 here. Viper with a lot of food. Nice, solid gold income. 4 relics to none now. Maybe even trying to go for the 5th one. Extra gold for him as well. Finally getting back to his main gold resources. I have still no idea how he survived. Going for more and more hill control here. And X-Men, they're going forward. Still only 3 range, but now going for the upgrades. Elite Throwing X-Men and Bearded Axe.
Yeah, this is going to be quite powerful, because at this point, Lierey's purely making trash. I can't see a single gold unit other than the trebuchet being created. And Throwing Axemen are just so insanely effective against trash units. I don't see how Liereyy can come back from this.
Yeah, he really can't, right?
Especially with Viper being somewhat on the hill.
Yeah, 2 castles working for him as well if he keeps up the production. And the moment number's not too great in that specific area. Even pulled some villagers. I don't mind that too much. Just trying to buy himself a bit more time. I honestly think they are just here to soak some damage. Maybe go for some repair on those traps. And then let the X-Men do the rest. Damage output not too crazy from either player at the moment here. It feels like Liereyy might even push this back. No, not really, right?
Well, it's the goal. I don't think he's going to push it back fully. He might slow it down, but I don't see him recapturing this hill. Capturing Viper's gold and taking it. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Well, that gold shouldn't have too much. Oh god, I was wrong. Thought it wouldn't have too much left anymore. They're just now trying to repair bombard cannon, short distance sniping here. Tries to move to the side, and oh, the house is actually taking the damage. So Viper maybe misclicked here. Let's take a look. The bombard cannon just going back. Liereyy, he's still trying to hold on. Population again, pretty similar.
But he's still 20 military behind. Viper's preparing a bit of a push in the north side. He's got units running around, harassing the wood lines, destroying houses, it seems. You know, just being a little bit of a pain up there. And Lierey's not doing anything to Viper's base. It's purely this fight on this hill. Yeah. That's where all of his attention is focused.
Yeah, but that's a lot of threat coming from that direction, so I like that he is actually mainly focusing on that.
Well, no, it makes sense that he's doing it, for sure.
And yeah, so, but it's still, X-Men, we said how efficient they are, and it feels just like he is pushing it down. The Viper is taking EscapeTV launch event.
Launch event, yes, he is the winner.
12 wins out of 18 potential.
Yeah, really well done.
And look how happy he looks, full of joy.
Yeah, you just see him jumping.
Oh god,
screaming and chanting.
Must be so nice. His first Age of Empires 2 victory in 2019.
I guess so.
I saved that one nicely, right?
Yeah, you got there in the end.
Oh god. Overwhelmed by emotions. Doesn't even want to think about the game anymore. Trying to hold back the tears. Isn't it beautiful? All the hard work, all the preparation. I saw him yesterday preparing and did some training games with TaToH Guess Who, trying to figure out strategies, build orders for that. And it really paid off.
Of course it did. That's why he won it, correct?
Yes. Okay, then recap of this game, Robo. How did Viper not die? Without any gold control, Liereyy 30 pop ahead and just pushing through there.
Honestly, I don't really fully understand it myself. He had a little bit of gold control up in the north. And I guess he just... I don't know. I got no idea how he survived, to be honest. It was just 1 second he was losing, and then all of a sudden he had so much army that he was starting to push back. He killed off the Trebs and the bombard cannons and just stalled out Lierey's push completely.
Yeah. Kind of not really saving the siege there. I think the switch onto Cavaliers was not really necessary. I think if he just stays on Hand Cannoneer, Halberdier, Siege.
Yeah,
I think it kind of feels one-dimensional, but I think with the Cavaliers he tried to go for the kill, invested into a lot of gold, and Viper, who didn't have gold, had actually a perfect counter that didn't cost gold. So Liereyy kind of played into his hands.
Yeah, it's just like a waste of gold, because like he also researched chivalry really, really early before he'd even really started producing the units, which wasn't really ideal considering how many Cavaliers he made in the end.
So, placement in the end. MBL?
He's on 11.
Let's... what is it? We got it.
Yep. So Viper finishes in first place with 12 points. MBL just behind him with 11, and then TaToH and Liereyy tied in third/last place with 6 points each. Very exciting event, I hope, since I came up with the settings.
What was your highlight?
My highlight? I think my highlight was probably the 12-minute Black Forest game.
Oh,
the very first game of the tournament,
boy.
Because it was just so unexpected that it just ended that quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet stuff. Then I will let you go to the couch and do your professional interview stuff.
Okay.
Catch everything you have, and yeah, this is kind of my time. Maybe if I see T90 here, Robo, perfect positioning. Maybe a bit more to the right. We could see something of me. So that's kind of the spot where we from the Casters bench are saying goodbye. EscapeTV event. A new mixed format. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, there were some difficulties at the start. Zero Empire's worked his ass off. I see some nodding in the background, so some people were happy with us. And now I want to hear it from our two great players in the end, Liereyy and TheViper at Robos.